As the federal government considers extending and expanding Canada's mission against the Islamic State in Iraq, a new UN human rights report was released that says that ISIS has clearly committed war crimes and crimes against humanity against the Yezidi people and possibly genocide. I'm standing here with Mirza Ismail of the Yezidi Human Rights Organization International. Mirza, thank you for being here. Let me start by asking you.
Thank you for having me.
You know, it's a term we hear a lot, Yezidi. Who are the Yezidi people?
Well, the Yezidi people is an ancient, the most ancient religious and ethnic group in the Middle East. The place used to be called Mesopotamia, but Mesopotamia does not exist anymore. So the history of the Yezidi goes back 6,765 years now. It's one of the oldest religions in the world today, we consider.
You and your family were forced out of Iraq, is that right?
That's right.
Tell me about that a little bit.
Well, I left Iraq during the first Gulf War in 1991, but my whole family stayed in Iraq. They were living in Sinjar.
Sinjar, okay.
Sinjar region, and as you know, the Islamic State attacked them on August 3rd, 2014.
You talk about the Islamic State attacking. When they attacked, did they show up to your homes and say convert or die, or pay a tax or die? What happened?
Yeah, well, as Yazidi, they don't give us much option. They only give us two options: to get killed or to convert, because we are considered by Islam as an infidel people or people without book.
Now your family is still there. Where are they now? They've been forced from their homes. Where are they living?
Yeah, now they live in IDP camp in northern Iraq. Some of them live in the Hawk region, some in Zako region. They are in different places.
Are they in homes or are they on this?
No, in tent.
They're in tents?
They're in tents, yes.
And do they have access to humanitarian aid? How are they?
Well, it's a very good question. The humanitarian aid, while it's necessary, is not enough. And the humanitarian aid they receive is almost uneatable. So some of them is expired. I have pictures here, you can see it. Some of them, some of the canned food is expired more than 2 years.
Oh no.
The rice is all like black.
Okay.
So it's not enough, but we thank the Hindu community and the Jewish community. They were the one who stood up with us at the beginning. So we really much appreciate their help.
Does your family feel safe right now?
No, they are not safe. Even in they are in northern Iraq, but they are not safe because there's no protection. They're in open field, and just about 2 weeks ago, 3 ISIS were able to enter one of the camp in Zako region. So even among the Kurdish, there are many Islamists there.
Specifically with respect to the Yezidis, though, so far what we know of, and these are unconfirmed numbers, a couple hundred people have died. Thousands have been kidnapped by ISIS. Is that right?
Couple hundred? No. Couple hundred died of starvation and dehydration on the mountain because it was August at the time of the attack. But at least like 10,000 were killed. 7,450, mostly young women, young teenage, and children were abducted by Islamic State on August 3rd. But unfortunately, the media doesn't show 5% of the truth, what's going on there.
What do you say to Canada's parliamentary leaders that say we shouldn't be in Iraq in the first place?
Well, first time I would like to thank our Honorable Prime Minister with his great decision. I think he made a right decision, because if he doesn't act in Middle East, we're going to bring those ISIS going to come back to here to Canada. As you saw what happened in Ottawa, as you saw what happened in Quebec. So it would be much better, like it was a right decision to destroy ISIS before they separate. It's a disease, it's a cancer disease, it should be destroyed.
How important is Canada's role in this, would you say?
I think Canada's role is very important, and our deep condolences for the Canadian soldier who was killed by the KRG Peshmerga just recently, and 3 Canadian soldiers were injured. We hope and pray for their speedy recovery. And I think Canadian role is going to be very important in the Middle East, because Canada, US, Europe has to act before it's too late. If that if they don't act now, and then the Islamic State is just expanding, now it's our turn, tomorrow is going to be the Israeli turn or the Jewish turn. And when they finish or done their job with the Middle Eastern minority, believe me, they're going to come to Europe. And I don't know if you saw the Islamic State protest in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So they say, we are working for the state of Muhammad. Anybody who's against the state of Muhammad, we're going to kill them at their doors.
Mirza,
So we don't want that disease to come to Canada.
Mirza, what do you make of the effort Western countries have made thus far? Is it enough?
No, it's not enough. They should have done it much sooner. They should have done it much sooner. If they acted sooner, the ISIS most probably would have been destroyed by now. But they delayed to make decision to act against ISIS and until it expanded. Like, for example, first time was in Syria. If they acted, probably they wouldn't come to Iraq. If they acted in Iraq, probably they wouldn't go to Libya. But now it's just expanding and expanding, so they are getting stronger. Even people from Canada, the Muslims from Canada, they joined ISIS. They from United States, from Europe, even from China, from Africa. They went, and unfortunately, some people say, especially President Obama said, this is not the way of Islam. But this has been going on for the last 14th century. So if this is not the way of Islam, why? It's just this atrocity, genocide is taking place only by Muslims. Why it's not taking place by others? Why it's only Muslims? So there are modern Muslims, but unfortunately they fail to wake up and then to face against ISIS. They say, no, this is not our way. You should go down.
Last question to you. Are you in contact with your family? Is there a way of getting in touch with them?
Yes, I am in contact almost on a daily basis.
Okay.
Their situation is very difficult. As an agent and indigenous people of that land, we don't want to leave that land. We know the international community is not accepting like mass immigration. So if they don't do that, we hope that they could send a peacekeeping mission to that region so we could safely survive.
Mirza, thank you for sharing your story with us.
Okay, thank you so much.